John Coleman, you're up and running in League One, 2-1 away victory. How pleased are you with that performance and to get that late winner?
You're delighted to win the game, obviously, and you're delighted to get your first win, because the longer it goes on, the more difficult it becomes. I thought it was a cracking game. Two teams wanting to win the game, two teams playing good football. It was played in a great spirit. I think that was reflected in the fact that there was only one yellow card. And two teams honestly trying to win a game of football. We're playing some really good passing football as well. And I must admit, when we were 1-0 up and we squandered a chance where Jordan's gone clean through and at the other side of the bar, you're starting to think that might come back to bite you on the bottom, and it looks as though it did. The lad's done unbelievably well to control the ball and cross it on the right wing, the Bristol lad, and it's a good header in the far post. We're disappointed the cross came in, but the character we showed after that was fantastic. We created a couple of chances ourselves after that, and thankfully we took the one opportunity that fell to shown.
Would it have been harsh on yourselves if we'd been sat here talking about taking a point to get you up and running?
Yeah, not particularly, no. I think Bristol had a really good spell in the first half, 15-20 minutes where they pinned us back, and we had to defend manfully. Keepers made a really good save, and we know they're a good side, and Daryl's done an unbelievable job here, and he's just grown the club and took them from strength to strength. So we knew it was going to be very difficult to come here. We had to get our belief back. That sort of disappeared from us last week. I don't know whether it was a cloud hanging over us over the Caden Jackson transfer, and whether he was or whether he wasn't, and on the aftermath of John Coleman going. But we lost 3 big players to start last season and went on and won the league. And we have to just focus on the players that we've got here, and the players have to focus on each other, and they did today. They supported each other really well. I thought we passed the ball really well in the second half. That was the one thing that we tried to hammer home to them at half time, that the more we kept the ball, the less we'd have to defend, and I think that was certainly the case. I think we had to defend probably less in the second half than what we did in the first because of our passing, and there was some really good intricate moves, and the moves for both goals I thought was worthy of praise at the highest level.
Is it appropriate that your first League One goals come from one of your stalwarts, Sean McConville?
Yeah, it is. And he was subject to a lot of conjecture about transfers in the summer, and teams in League One offering ridiculously low sums of money. For someone who's got that in his locker, they should be putting 2 notes on what they're offering.
Lots of good individual performances out there. Was it the sort of collective that pleased you the most? Or?
Yeah, it was. When Mark Hughes at Burnley we came in, the character that the lad's shown was very, very good, and we're going to need that. It's a marathon, not a Snickers, isn't it? We've got 44 games to go, and every one of them's going to be a battle. But if we can play the football that we played today, and you get a little bit of the rub of the green, who knows where we can go.
Not easy for a new goalkeeper to come in that atmosphere in Conor Ripley. How did you think he did?
Yeah, he made a terrific save, and it was harsh on Johnny really, because Johnny hasn't done anything particularly wrong. But that's sometimes as a manager you have difficult decisions to make, and I made it today. But what I've got now is I've got 2 number 1s fighting for the place, and that's what I've set out from day one as a manager to have. We had to bide our time. I could have took 20 or 30 goalies. But I made the initial contact over Connor. It took me about 3 or 4 weeks to get it over the line. But I think you're better off waiting to get the one that you want rather than just making do with something else. And so now I've got 2 keepers who can compete, and that's healthy.
You said last week you wanted a Tuesday game because you wanted to get a defeat out of your system. Do you welcome one now for the League Cup?
Oh, it gives us a chance to maybe see 1 or 2 of the other players who haven't featured yet. But we have to get into a bit of a groove, and we have to start getting back to believing in ourselves the way we did supremely well last season, and we certainly did today.
Is your squad now, having left a few at home, kind of in the state where you can change it around for cup ties and use that squad?
Yeah, and I'm hoping to make a few more additions as well before Tuesday, so watch this space.
The loans thing obviously in place until the end of August, is that very much at the forefront of your mind then?
Yeah, it's got to be. We're mindful of the fact that we don't want to go go down the road of what we did last year, where we had 8 loans and we thought we were going to convert 2 or 3. That didn't materialise, so you know, it meant that we had to, you'd automatically had 3 lads disappointed every week, so well, no matter what they did. So we're not going to go down that road again. We'll only go to the maximum of 5.
And I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You'll want to win, won't you? Because you want to win football matches. You've had some good times in the League Cup lately.
I always want to win games, and you know, it's always a feisty encounter when you go to Mansfield. But I just want to win games of football, and our players do as well. And you know, I've got a special mention for the fans. You know, today they've come. You know, it's a long trip, and they've got wet, some of them. But you know, they support us, and that's, you know, we've got to be eternally grateful for that. And without them, you know, it'd be pointless doing.